Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Bitten, and this is the second last episode of the season. So we only have 2 more weeks of Werewolf Monday, because Teen Wolf ended last week, and this week we have, again, the second to last episode, Being Human and Bitten. So a lot of my shows are ending really quickly, so all my TV shows would be probably Arrow left for reviewing because everything else is on hiatus or ended. So if you guys have any recommendations for TV shows that I watch or is easy to pick up, please tell me in comments below. That way I could start reviewing even more stuff. But let's talk about this episode, Bitten. So I actually really like the past 2 episodes. I think they've been really tense, getting to the point, and a lot of the problems I had with previous episodes were pretty much fixed with the last 2 episodes. But with this, we're getting to the wire, down to the wire. We're going to see Elena wants to save Clay. Clay was kidnapped last episode, and maybe recognizing her feelings a little bit more for Clay, and you get to see the passion for Clay in this episode from Elena. Yeah, so they're going to try to defeat the Mutts. How do they do that? That's the question throughout the whole episode, and how do they target the Mutts? And again, we also get to see some Jeremy and Elena moment. Jeremy reveals that that Clay wasn't the person that really bit Elena, or was the reason that that he bit Elena. He's been taking that burden throughout the whole entire, I guess, 5 years they knew each other. So that's what happens. Now Elena knows the truth and feels a lot closer to Clay, because Clay was that much of a loyal son to Jeremy to keep that secret, even though it meant that their relationship really sucked and Elena pushed him away throughout, as we saw throughout the season, and obviously previous years before that. So that's what happens in this episode. We get to see some Philip stuff, which honestly I really do like Philip, but was not necessary in this episode. As much as I wanted to see what happened to Philip, when Elena and Philip met up in the end, it felt like the same meetup as last time. They really didn't get much accomplished. Elena pushed Philip away. I think the same thing really happened, which I was really disappointed with. I don't know if we'll see Philip in the next episode, but I didn't like that ending to their relationship. As a Philip fan, I didn't like that. But I'm growing to like Clay a lot too. So, but I do enjoy the love triangle that they've grown with Philip and Clay, because they are 2 different parts of Elena's life. So we'll see how they encounter that. I just didn't really like it. Felt very torn back to New York to Toronto. Like the previous episodes, what I had problems with was that touringness. Here's Philip and here's everyone else. So I didn't like that aspect of this episode. I thought this was a solid episode. Again, I don't think this one was as tense as the previous 2. I've been really enjoying the tenseness and how much suspense the show has really had towards the last couple of the episodes. So this episode didn't have that quite as much, but I did like it. Again, I really liked how they encountered Clay, Jeremy, and Elena's relationship here. So I'm going to give it a 3.5, especially since we are getting down to the wire and this being just an okay episode. I'm excited for the last episode, though. I think it's going to be action-packed, and I hope it gets renewed for season 2, because I really have been enjoying the show. I don't really know how the ratings are doing, especially depending how they do in Canada, how they do on Sci-Fi, and Being Humans ending on Sci-Fi, so that's another thing. They do need to find some more shows, because a lot of their shows are ending, so maybe they'll still pick up with Bitten. I don't know how the ratings are doing, but tell me if you heard anything about season 2. I know a lot of people on Twitter have been trying to petition to get a season 2 for Bitten. But yeah, so of course I'll have a review for next week's episode, which is the season finale, or series finale, depending on if it gets picked up. Usually they do tell a show if it's picked up, before the season finale, so I'm a little worried about that, but I don't know how Canada does it, so maybe they do it after, I don't know. But yeah, so enjoy the season finale review next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please tell me in the comments below what you thought. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and their end situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.